Oh yeah, it's the fake news alarmist style weather report. We're getting scared out of our freaking wits, so you don't have to. Looking at the NASA GOES water vapor, quote, full disk, end quote, because that's what they'd like you to think the planet's shaped like, when everybody knows it's clearly banana shaped. Anyway, they've interpolated all this data for this water vapor map of the globe. And the first thing you can see is clearly they're covering up a spaceship going to warp again, going across the equator. There you go. You can see it go past. Probably just doing their standard autumnal equinox visit. But NASA's got to cover it up. NASA doesn't want you to see the spaceship. Now, what else is going on? A lot of stuff to get your panties all bunched up. I mean, crazy anticyclone with something going on in the middle of it, just south of Bermuda. What's up with that? Dry air stabbing like a hatchet, just slashing and chopping its way up north toward Greenland there. You got more dry air stabbing south, stabbing into Mexico, right across the Gulf, stabbing across like a spear, a giant spear. Not to be confused with a Britney spear. And then we have dry air in control for most of the Southwest. Let's look closer. I'm in the way. All right, there we go. Ha! Checking out the U.S. Doppler radar on AccuWeather.com. And we've got a bunch of rain, from 1,000 miles of rain from Texas all the way to Pennsylvania. Inundating everybody, making you wish that you were a fish. Also, it looks like just north of Minnesota there, and around the North Dakota-Montana border, it looks like there's some winter weather clearly caused by global warming. Because everybody knows it snows on the first day of fall on a hot planet. Now, let's look at some other ridiculous ideas. Let's look at the close-up of the U.S. It's really only close when you're comparing it to the full disk. Anyway, check that out. All right. Well, we got some issues here, and we're going to complain about them. Chemtrails. 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 What does that tell us? It tells us that the Illuminati is planning a Bermudan cruise. They're going to leave from someplace like Massachusetts. They're going to head like this. Let's get rid of that. They're going to head like this, and they're going to go to Bermuda. That is why there are so many chemtrails down here, because they're trying to draw this anticyclone to the south. Why is that? Because the Illuminati are very aware of reverse hail threats, and they would like to have cocktails on their cruise ship. As who wouldn't? So they're planning it in weather when there's no hunks going to be drowning on boats. Let's take a final close-up. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go chemtrails first, and we're gonna go crazy looking at all the chemtrails everywhere. So here are the ones that are drawing the anticyclone to the south. Oh my gosh, look at those. Clearly Illuminati chemtrails. Zoom back out. Look at the Gulf. We got Louisianan chemtrails. just raining chems down on everybody. It's crazy. And we've got Gulf of Mexico chemtrails, which are forcing all this severe weather at Mexico, obviously because of racism. So let's take a close-up of this, just south of Bermuda, but in the water vapor. Look at that. All caused by chemtrails. The Illuminati are trying to pull this anticyclone to the south so they can have their cocktails. Now remember, on your way to planning vacations with the Illuminati, don't drink. And if you drink, wait until you're in international waters. And then, what happens in international waters stays in international waters.